Ever wondered why dogs tilt their heads? Discover the charming reasons behind this adorable behavior and what it reveals about our furry friends. Dive into an engaging exploration of canine curiosity and communication. Ever caught your dog tilting its head and thought, "What's going on in that furry noggin?" This endearing habit has captivated dog owners and scientists alike for years. When dogs tilt their heads, it's like they're trying to understand us better, or perhaps they're just messing with us. Whatever the reason, this quirky gesture adds to their charm and deepens our bond with them. In this video, we'll explore the various theories and scientific explanations behind why dogs tilt their heads. We'll dive into the nuances of canine communication, the role of head tilting in their perception, and how this behavior might be a sign of empathy. So, buckle up and get ready to uncover the mysteries of why our beloved dogs tilt their heads. Dogs primarily communicate through body language. From wagging tails to perked up ears, every gesture tells a story. Head tilting is no different. It's a part of their extensive repertoire of non-verbal communication. When a dog tilts its head, it might be attempting to pick up on subtle cues in our speech or trying to interpret our emotions. Listening intently. One popular theory suggests that dogs tilt their heads to hear better. By cocking their heads, dogs can adjust the angle of their ears, which may help them locate the source of a sound more accurately. This can be especially useful when they're trying to make sense of our speech. Dogs have a keen ability to recognize certain words and tones, so tilting their heads could be their way of zeroing in on the sounds we make. The science behind the tilt. Enhancing vision. Another reason why dogs might tilt their heads is to improve their vision. Dogs' muzzles can sometimes obstruct their view, particularly when looking at something close up. By tilting their heads, they might get a better look at our faces, which helps them read our expressions and understand what we're trying to communicate. This adjustment can make it easier for them to interpret our emotions and respond accordingly. Vestibular system. The vestibular system, which controls balance and spatial orientation, could also play a role. When dogs tilt their heads, it might be a way to adjust their balance and get a better sense of their surroundings. This behavior could be particularly evident in breeds with long ears, like Cocker Spaniels or Basset Hounds, as their ears might hinder their ability to pinpoint sounds without a little head tilt. Empathy and understanding. Dogs are known for their empathy. They have an uncanny ability to sense our moods and react to our emotions. Head tilting could be a sign that your dog is trying to understand how you feel. By looking at you from a different angle, they might be better able to read your facial expressions and gauge your emotional state. Attention and engagement. When dogs tilt their heads, it often feels like they're fully engaged in the conversation. This behavior might be their way of showing that they're paying attention. Dogs thrive on human interaction, and by tilting their heads, they could be signaling that they're listening and interested in what you're saying. This interaction strengthens the bond between you and your furry friend, making the relationship even more special. The breed factor. Head shape and hearing. Different dog breeds have different head shapes, which can influence how often they tilt their heads. For example, breeds with longer muzzles might tilt their heads more frequently to see better, while those with shorter muzzles might not need to adjust their angle as much. Additionally, breeds known for their acute hearing, like German Shepherds or Border Collies, might tilt their heads more often to fine-tune their listening abilities. Breeds more likely to tilt. German Shepherds. Known for their intelligence and acute hearing, German Shepherds often tilt their heads when listening to commands or trying to understand their owners. Cocker Spaniels. With their long, floppy ears, Cocker Spaniels might tilt their heads to improve their hearing and balance. Pugs. Despite their short muzzles, pugs are notorious for their expressive faces and frequent head tilts, which add to their adorable charm. Training and reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Dogs are quick learners, especially when it comes to behaviors that elicit positive responses from their humans. If you react positively when your dog tilts its head, perhaps with a smile, laugh, or treat, they're likely to repeat the behavior. Over time, this can reinforce head tilting as a way to gain attention or rewards. Conditioning the tilt. If you want to see more head tilts from your dog, you can train them using specific commands or sounds. Try making an unusual noise or saying a new word and watch how your dog responds. Reward them when they tilt their head, and soon enough, they might start doing it more frequently. This kind of positive reinforcement can make head tilting a fun and engaging part of your interactions. Facts about head tilting in dogs. Do all dogs tilt their heads? Not all dogs tilt their heads, but many do. The frequency and reason can vary based on the individual dog and its breed. Is head tilting a sign of a problem? Usually, head tilting is harmless and adorable. However, if your dog is tilting its head frequently and seems disoriented or unsteady, it could indicate a medical issue. In such cases, it's best to consult a veterinarian. Can I encourage my dog to tilt its head? Yes, you can. Using positive reinforcement and making interesting noises can encourage your dog to tilt its head more often. Why does my dog tilt its head when I talk to it? Your dog might be trying to hear you better, understand your words, or read your facial expressions. It's their way of engaging with you and showing they're listening. So, why do dogs tilt their heads? Whether it's to hear better, see more clearly, or connect with us on an emotional level, this charming behavior is just one of the many ways dogs communicate and engage with their world. From enhancing their perception to forging deeper bonds with their human companions, head tilting is a delightful quirk that adds to the magic of having a dog. Next time your furry friend tilts its head, take a moment to appreciate the gesture. It's their way of saying, "I'm here, I'm listening, and I care." And isn't that just one of the many reasons we love them so much? As we continue to learn more about our canine companions, head tilting remains a testament to their intelligence, empathy, and the special bond we share.